Hey everybody, it's John, and I'm the Grumpy Grandpappy. Another video from Lessons of a Grumpy Grandpappy. Hey, this week here I have a couple of cooking videos I'm going to throw up this afternoon, what I did this week. But I know I got a couple emails from people in my cooking videos. They say, sure, you can calculate under $10 because you bought that chicken for $1.79 a pound. It's in the freezer, you took it out. Well, nothing in my freezer is more than 6-7 months old. First of all, and yeah, the chicken I take out of the freezer, when I say it's $1 chicken breast, I probably bought it for $1.79 a pound. It's $2.49 a pound now, so everything's real. You know, we'll talk about that. Today's video is about shopping. This week we went shopping. I told you in my last video we went shopping and spent about $100. Some of that was cleaning stuff my wife had to buy. But basically, the meals we had this week. Today's Friday. May 8th, okay? I started out the week Monday. We went out and bought some hot dogs at a local Costco. Broke down the cost. We had a couple hot dogs and a hamburger, some French fries, and leftover salad. And I calculated out it was about $12 for the dinner. And that's because the hamburger I ate was a hamburger from Freedom Farms up in New York. It's a fresh freezer type farm where you stock your freezer with beef or pork or chicken. So it was a little more expensive, but it was well worth it. It was grass fed. It was fabulous. So that beefed up the price. That made the price go a little higher than normal, but it was well worth it. But we still ate dinner for under $6. You know, it was around $6 a person. That's with the rolls and everything. So you can't complain. Now Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm going to explain something. Everything we eat this week, we bought at the grocery store this week. All right, so we had Monday, $6 meals. Or I should say, you know, per person I'm talking, $6. Tuesday, I told you we went to the store. One of the stores had Cinco de Mayo special, Cinco de Mayo, where they had the ground beef at $2.99 a pound, 99 cents for iceberg lettuce, $1.50 for the shredded cheese, $1.50 for the salsa mix, 99 cents for the sour cream. So we bought all the ingredients to make tacos. So we ate tacos with my mother-in-law on Tuesday. I made them fresh tacos. The only thing I do with the tacos is that they come with a soft and hard shell. The taco kits that they were on sale, and so what I like to do is put some cheese on the soft taco shell, par-melt it, put the hard taco shell in the middle, and wrap it up so now you don't have that explosion when you go to eat the hard taco shell. So we had tacos with salsa and chips. We figured out that cost was about $15. I took the whole cost of the chips and the salsa and wrapped that in there. So we ate 3 people for $15. That's $5 a meal. That's stuff I bought this week. Wednesday, my wife and I had leftovers because I had plenty of tacos left over. The only thing extra was we had to open up another package of taco shells. It's about $1.50. And I used an avocado to make some guacamole because we had tacos, and I made like a little nacho platter with cheese and the guacamole and chips and guacamole, things like that. So that came to about $3. So my wife and I ate dinner that night for $1.50 each, because we already figured the whole cost of the chips and everything the day before. Now, last night, Thursday, I told you I bought a pork tenderloin. It was on sale. It was $7 for the pork tenderloin. It was $2.99 a pound, so you figured out it's just over 2 pounds. And you get 2 small tenderloins in the package. Dry them off. I cut off the silver skin on top. That's that. You know, you'll see when you'll see what I know. You know, when you open it up. And I patted them dry. I put salt, pepper, garlic, and paprika liberally on the pork tenderloins, seared them in a pan. Both sides, get them nice and brown, put them into a baking dish. In a bowl, I mixed half a cup of honey, a quarter of a cup of ginger soy sauce, or about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and about 4 cloves of garlic. And I put in a half a lime I just had. And I put in 2 tablespoons of apricot preserves. I tried to find orange marmalade, I didn't have any. So apricot preserves. Mixed it all up, put it in the pan to deglaze the pan, poured it over the pork tenderloins, Put it in the oven 400 degrees. It's about 20 minutes. I go for an internal temperature of about 150 degrees. I don't like the pork to be pink. I know chefs do, but I like mine, gray and, not well done, but I don't like the pink. I don't need juices, the red juices. Well, that's cooking. I took bow tie macaroni. Quick. This is a quick meal. Bow tie macaroni, cooked it according to the directions on the box. In a frying pan, the same frying pan I used for the searing of the meat, I put some more garlic, a little olive oil, some red pepper flakes, and wilted down a pound of fresh spinach. Just get it starting to wilt, shut it off. Leave it off. I have a cup of grape tomatoes I cut in half. When the macaroni was done, poured it on top of the spinach, added the tomatoes, mixed it all up, and topped it with some freshly grated Parmesan Reggiano cheese. That was the side dish. Pork, halfway through the pork, about 10 minutes in, pulled the pork tenderloins out, basted them with the sauce, put it back in for another 12 minutes, took them out, let them rest for 5, cut them into nice medallions, and we had pork tenderloin with the sauce on top and the side of pasta, spinach, and tomatoes. That was dinner last night. That whole dinner came to $10. Believe it or not. Pork tenderloin, macaroni, the spinach, $10. The whole dinner. I wrote the whole thing off last night, $10. 3 of us ate. My mother-in-law came because she was out with my wife yesterday, so she came for dinner. 3 of us ate for $10. All right? I don't know, that's $3.35 a meal. And my wife and I are going to eat tonight because she's out today, and we have to go to, in East Haven, Connecticut, East Haven High School tonight. There's the Anjanette Wars put on, I think, by the Rotary, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think the Rotary is the sponsor of it. It's a fundraiser, and you get 30, 40 people. They bring Anjanettes. They build little vignettes for their stands, and they judge on, everybody gets tickets when they walk in, and you put a ticket in a box. Whoever gets the most tickets wins the Anjanette Wars. So it's not just based on taste. It's, if you get 100 friends going, you're going to win. But you got to buy 100 tickets to go to this. So who wins is the Rotary Club. That's what it's all for. It's all for a good cause. It's a great time. So we need something quick because she won't get home till like 4:30, and so we're going to grab the leftovers from last night. Now tonight, it's a freebie because I wrote it all off last night. So there it is. This week here, Monday to Friday, I fed my mother-in-law 2 nights. So if you add it up, it's 12 meals, right? 12 meals. I spent about $40 for 12 meals this week. Do the math. It's $3.50 a meal, something like that. And that's buying the food this week. So anybody who says, oh, I can't, the food's too expensive. It is expensive. But if you shop wisely and shop smart and plan your meals, you can eat for under $5 a meal. That's all I have right now. I just want to throw that out there. It's John, the Grumpy Grandpappy, and you're watching Lessons from a Grumpy Grandpappy. Until next time.